Matty, disappointing for Jackson, given he was having a pretty good pre-season. He must be pretty upset with it.
Oh yeah, I think initially every player, they don't want to have an injury at all. They'd love to go through a season, with no problems. But I look for Jacko, I guess, in the wash-up of how it's come through, it's... sorry, Wake?
That's just Jasper just ringing in.
In the wash-up, it's actually it's not as bad as what we initially thought. So, for Jacko, he's a little bit flat. Probably miss around 4 weeks at a minimum. But he's had a fantastic pre-season. He's got his base underneath him, so he'll just have to do everything he can now for the next 4 weeks or so, and then we'll look forward to having him back.
How did he actually do it?
It was in a marking contest. So it was basically flying for a mark. He's come down, and it was a little bit of jarring as he hit the ground, landed awkwardly. As I said, initially it probably looked worse than what it has ended up. A bit of bone bruising. So our initial thoughts were probably, we're going to lose him for a fair bit of the season. In the wash-up, it's been quite a positive as far as the result.
So was there a bit of a cheer from the coaching group when you got the results back?
The scan, when the scans came through. Look, I think, as far as what it could have been, it's ended up being something where we're actually quite happy for Jacko, because as we said, he's very important to us. As far as our backline goes, super important, and if we can get him back, ready to go for the season, it'll be a positive for us.
So do you have the depth to cover him if you lost him?
Yeah, look, I think we definitely do. It's something that we've really stepped up in as far as our tall backs, our key backs go. Jack Homsch has trained really well this pre-season. Tommy Cleary is another young guy that not many people would have seen a lot of. Has been fantastic. Come on in leaps and bounds. These guys have been training all this pre-season on Schultz and Westhoff and our key forwards in Butcher. So they've been learning. This is just an opportunity for them now for the next 4 weeks or so. Coming into those first intra-club games as well as practice matches for them to get an opportunity to show what they've got.
So would you be perfectly happy to see, Homsch or a young guy like Cleary just step straight in for a round one if Jackson's not available?
Oh, no doubt. I'd love to see some of these guys. I mean, Homsch has already shown that he's definitely got the ability at the level. Cleary's a young up-and-coming player, but I'm sure if given the opportunity, he'd stand up.
But Jackson's still in the mix for round one?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, so that was the real positive to come out of it, was that, we'll get a look at Jacko round one. I think we're looking at around 4 weeks at a minimum. And then it's just one of those things, bone bruising is something that, everyone reacts differently with their recovery, so we'll just see how he gets through it.
And Matty, obviously happened early or late last week, or early yesterday, was it?
Yesterday.
Was it yesterday?
Yeah, so yesterday during our morning session, we weren't sure what the result was going to be, what was going to come through, so we were really keen to hold off and see what the scans came through. As we said, initially we thought the worst, but in the end it's come through reasonable for him.
Have you seen Jared Pollock? How's he going? As defensive coach, how have you seen him?
Yeah, I've seen a transformation of a young player, super talented as far as his football ability goes, and he's bought into our defensive mindset, and that's a credit to some of our senior players who have basically put him under his wing and said this is how we play. But yeah, I've seen a huge change in him as far as just his mindset to defending and what's required to play some good footy at this club.
And from his sort of possible output, is it pretty exciting to see what he's going to be able to do?
Oh yeah. And offensively, there's no question he's got ability as far as football goes. He's now found another level. He's now taken his defence to that next level, which is only going to make him a better player.
Just back on Cleary, how heavy is he now? Is he strong enough now to take key position?
Yeah, look, I think size-wise there's no issue. I think what we're working on is that aggression. Sometimes with these younger kids, there's not the aggression there that they need to play in that key position. As far as weight goes and strength, he's thrown around some huge weights in the gym, so there's no issue from a strength point of view. It's more of a mindset. Has he got that mindset to be aggressive enough on a key forward in, someone like a Schultz, for example, really test him out at training. So he's not going to get a better guy to teach him how to play it. It's just a matter of can he do that during a game and step up to the next level.
How do you teach that? How do you teach someone to become more aggressive?
Well, he just gets experience every session we have. We go through a lot of vision on what you're doing right, what we can work on, and it's just week to week. Every day he's getting a lesson from guys like Schultz, from guys like Westhoff, The key with those sort of forwards as well is they give him constant ongoing feedback. This is what I did like, this is what I didn't like, as far as a forward goes. And Tommy's a really smart kid, so he learns pretty fast.
And Trengove, would he be a chance for the St Kilda trial, do you think, or is that a bit too soon?
We'd be hoping so. I mean, St Kilda's our last NAB game. So yeah, we'd be really hoping he's back by then. Again, it's something that we're just going to have to see how things pull up. With bone bruising, as I said, it's one of those things, everyone reacts differently, so we'll just see how he comes through, but we'd be hoping for that one, at least to get a game or two maybe under his belt before round one.